Welcome to Adventure AI, a D&D podcast. I'm your host, Alex the Language Lord. Today, Jason and I are going to help Tyler and our two guests make characters for a campaign that doesn't exist yet.
All right. Thank you, Alex, for that introduction. My name is Jason Conforto, and I am back playing Dungeons and Dragons on my favorite podcast, Adventure AI.
Your favorite podcast?
Well, it's
second favorite. It's actually your second favorite podcast.
It's if I had to rank all my podcasts, I don't know if it would make top 10. But that I listen to. I listen to a lot of podcasts.
Oh, sure.
It actually is among my top 10.
Yes, it's in your top 10. It's just not. Yeah.
You know. It's my favorite one to play Dungeons and Dragons on, though.
Yes.
So that's
your favorite podcast that you're on.
That I'm on. Yeah, that is true. I'm joined today with my co-host Tyler Crump. How are you?
Hello. I'm doing fantastic.
Welcome
Thank you.
back to real life, or from real life.
From real life.
Yeah.
Here we are. I'm here. I'm ready.
You're ready to play?
I'm ready to play.
Awesome.
It's fun to DM sometimes, but it's also fun to play.
Yeah, and I'm in the DM seat tonight, so
that's right.
enjoy the player seat over there. Very good.
It'll get
and
spicy.
Joining us, a brand new person that you've never heard before, Maddie.
Oh,
Hey guys, it's nice to meet you.
Look who's back.
Long-time listener, first-time player.
Maddie, thanks for. We've lost count on how many episodes or seasons you've.
does
been
it really
on.
matter
Yeah,
at this point?
I mean, yeah, I'm the single childless friend that you have, so it's
So
like,
dependable.
so dependable for Dungeons and for Dragons.
Yeah. Do you want to play D&D? Yeah.
Yeah. When?
Yeah.
Anytime tomorrow, fine.
Yeah. I'm already at your house playing.
Yeah. I've got my spells picked out already. Let's go.
Awesome. Well, thank you. Welcome back. Thanks for being part of our family.
Thanks for having me.
Really, we do have a new player, a voice that we haven't heard before. Ryan Razor, thanks for joining us today.
Well, thanks for having me here.
Yeah. Tell us a little bit about your D&D background.
My D&D background is kind of short. I've only been playing for, 2 years now?
oh, really? I actually didn't know that.
Yeah. Jason got me into it. He invited me over, and I tried it out, and I've really enjoyed it. It's a lot of fun. I enjoy the storytelling aspect of it, more like the story listening aspect of it. I've never DM'd myself, but it's just a blast to have that camaraderie too, and just to joke around the table.
Well, we got a surprise. We're going to force Ryan to DM tonight. So
no.
take it away.
Okay. Take it away, me.
Everybody
All
gets
right.
it's a surprise round on Ryan.
Oh, hey.
So Ryan, you're
awake in a
also
tavern.
a real life crafter. Tell us a little bit about your crafting.
So I've been 3D printing for a lot of our campaigns that we've done, and then 3D printing other minis, models, and whatnot. I actually have a gift for you guys today.
Oh, wow.
Oh, nice. Look at this.
Everyone on the podcast.
Everyone on the
Everybody on the
podcast.
Oh, we're going
Okay.
to describe this to you. This is a...
Thank you.
This is an HP counter.
Yes.
Oh,
Am I right?
okay.
So it has three little wheels. So
Yeah.
if you have over 100 hit points, you can have almost 1,000 hit points with this wheel, right?
Almost
Oh my gosh.
$9.99.
Thank you so much. This is going to be so useful for me.
Yeah, they're kind of fun. It's a prototype of. I'm designing a DM screen right now that'll utilize these
Oh,
as well.
cool.
But
And you just use these for yourself, or you sell them too?
I'm selling them as well. I've just started a website.
Oh,
Tell us.
It's Razor's Cutting Edge. That's RASOR. My last name, play on words. I'm also very punny. RazorsCuttingEdge.com.
Well, good. Well, thank you for being here. And go check out Ryan's stuff. Get some things. Use the promo code Adventure AI to get 100% discount. No, there's no promo codes. Ryan's eyes went big.
You could try. Let's see if that happens.
Hey,
That promo code will be up for another 24 hours, but this episode releases in
It'll be way later,
3 weeks.
so-
So
Right.
you missed your.
You either
missed
knew
your
or you
chance.
didn't know. Sorry.
Well, something different we're doing tonight. This is our character creation for our audience. You'll notice that this is the first episode of this season. Usually we start with a DM prepisode, and we decided to not forego the prepisode, but we're going to
Postpone,
place
maybe.
it after the character creation. So what we're going to do today is we're going to create 3 characters for this one shot. And then I'm going to take that information that we get today, and Alex and I are going to go back and we're going to review it. And then we're going to come up with a campaign or a one shot tailored to the 3 characters we create today and their backstories.
And Jason, what was just like a high level, your thought process on thinking maybe why we should switch this up, just to give the listeners some context.
Here's why, because I would do a DM per episode, and then we create characters, and the characters would have a rich background that was unrelated to the story that we did. And then I would go back and I would redo the campaign with Alex, but not recording. And I thought maybe this is a better place to place that. So we're going to try it. We're going to see if that works and if it becomes more interesting. For me, I have found that out of everything that we do on the show, I think character creation is my favorite. Yeah. Followed by the actual play, followed by the prepisode, 100%. Followed by the recap. That's kind of where I am.
So this isn't procrastination
at
all.
Of course.
I mean, there are advantages to how we did this. So, yeah, for sure. So I think I think we should just jump into it. So, Tyler, tell me a little bit about the character that you're excited to play. Or no, I guess you don't get to pick your character. Give me some parameters.
I don't really know here. Yeah, I would like to play a character that has some sort of life-threatening problem.
Unrelated to the campaign.
Unrelated to the campaign.
It's like terminally ill or something.
Oh, who knows? I don't even know at this point. And maybe I'm ripping off some of the stuff that I saw from some other games. Baldur's Gate 3. But I do think it would be interesting to have a character that has some sort of... There's something that's making me worry about my life, or that there's something that's potentially dangerous for me. It could be an internal threat. It could be an external threat. I don't really know.
Certainly, Alex the Language Lord can suggest some character concepts for Tyler that involve life-threatening problems. 1. Cursed by a dark entity. Tyler's character could be cursed by a malevolent being, slowly draining his life force. 2. Terminal illness survivor. Tyler could play a character who has miraculously survived a deadly illness. 3. Haunted by visions of doom. Tyler's character could be plagued by prophetic nightmares or visions of a looming catastrophe.
Ooh.
This could motivate him to prevent the catastrophe or uncover its mysteries. 4. Possession by a spirit. Tyler could portray a character who shares his body with a powerful, benevolent spirit but risks losing control if the spirit's malevolent counterpart gains strength. 5. Marked for sacrifice. Tyler's character might have been marked as a sacrifice by a cult or dark organization, constantly on the run while trying to unravel the reasons behind the ominous attention. 6. Mysterious bloodline. Tyler could explore a character with an enigmatic ancestry, carrying a bloodline curse that grants power at a cost. 7. Fading memories. Tyler could play a character whose memories are fading due to a magical affliction. Which of these options resonates with Tyler? Alex wonders.
Okay, hear me out.
Yes.
Okay.
If you pick the marked for sacrifice one, it could just be that your character is constantly failing to convince people he's not a virgin.
Guys,
They didn't say virgin sacrifice.
Guys,
Isn't that the whole plot of Hocus Pocus?
is it?
I don't know. I don't know if I've
Years.
seen that one. Is that?
I swear you guys.
I swear, guys, I'm not a
promise.
virgin. Please stop trying to kill me in your sacrifices. Okay, although that is super hilarious.
Marked for sacrifice was my favorite.
I really like
but I
that.
didn't see that coming.
Yeah, that is not the one.
What one
Wow.
spoke to you though, Tyler?
So I'm thinking about. Oh man, there were so many good ones. So I liked the idea of the prophetic visions.
Mm-hmm.
I think that one was kind of cool, especially since we don't really have the one shot kind of charted out. That could potentially be interesting there. Prophetic visions were interesting. I like the idea of being possessed.
Yeah, the shared
That's
possession.
Yeah, a
Yeah.
shared possession. It's almost like a Jekyll Hyde kind of thing going on there, which could be fun. And then, of course, the mark for sacrifice was interesting, but not the same not the same turn that Maddie, of course, managed to pull out there.
As long as it's not the illness one, I'm like, yeah, let's keep it light here. And
Yeah,
he's
yeah,
a survivor.
Yeah. I was like, well, and that's what I was thinking, right? I was thinking Alex was going to give us things like, oh, you have a terminal illness, but those are some really great ideas.
Right. I mean, one of
yeah.
them was terminal illness.
Yes, one of them was. That was
Yeah.
the worst one, in my opinion. Man, I don't remember
You don't
all
want
of
the
them.
Iron Man
So I'll just
shrapnel in your
review them
heart.
real quick. So
Yeah.
it was cursed by a dark entity, terminal illness survivor, haunted by visions of doom, possession by a spirit, marked for sacrifice, mysterious bloodline, and fading memories.
If you do choose the terminal illness one, it could be that we're racing for a cure. Right?
Racing for a cure.
Everybody's got.
Yeah.
That's the quest.
Yeah, no, I wonder if we could. Man, I'm thinking like if there's a way we could combine a couple. Do I have to roll? Do I have to roll some dice? I just don't know. Or what are we thinking?
I think marked for sacrifice and pick one other one, and we'll see what he comes up with and merge them.
Okay, let's do marked for sacrifice and the possession.
Marked for sacrifice with a possessive spirit, Tyler's character could have been marked for sacrifice by a cult or dark organization due to a malevolent spirit residing within him. This spirit may have its own motivations and desires, potentially clashing with Tyler's goals. This dynamic adds layers of internal and external conflict to the character's story.
Let me mull over on that one for a second. We can go. Let's go to Maddie and I can mull over that and I can decide if we want to enhance it a little bit. I think there's a couple things I might want to put there, but let's go to the next person.
Perfect. We'll go to Maddie. Maddie, tell me what you're thinking for your character.
All right. So it sounds like Tyler's got a lot going on. So I kind of just wanted to go against the grain with normal D&D characters and just basically have like a super well-adjusted home life. It's just kind of adventuring out for the road, has no like very worry-free. So I want like a good support class is like, hey, just got some spells one day. What are we doing, guys? And like that kind of happy-go-lucky. So
you mean like you're like a character with no trauma?
Yeah, no trauma. like absolutely just like, yeah, whatever. You guys are my friends.
Just here to help Mr. Frodo.
No dog in this fight.
I want a boring character.
Yeah, exactly.
How else do you say that?
Yeah,
Okay.
I want an NPC. No, so I guess I just want one that's really well adjusted. So like, what would be like a silly kind of build, like a racing class that would be a good support for the party.
Maddie's desire for a character with a well-adjusted home life and a carefree attitude lends itself well to creating a character with a lighthearted and supportive role in the party. Here's a suggestion for a race and class build that aligns with these characteristics. Race, Halfling. Class, Bard. The Bard class is an excellent choice for a character who embodies a carefree and supportive attitude. With this race and class combination, Maddie's character can bring positivity, humor, and support to the party, making her a valuable addition to the team while maintaining her carefree demeanor and well-adjusted home life. If Maddie has any specific preferences, or if she'd like more details on this character build, please let Alex the Language Lord know.
So I didn't expect that he was just going to give me the illustration of a halfling from the player's handbook.
You asked for something boring and straightforward.
I guess that's a good point. You know what? I asked for this. I guess this is where we're at. I don't know. I think something that also, though, I want something that lends itself to like that you wouldn't think would be carefree. So like, I don't know, like an orc or a goblin. Like it's like the whole family is just like super nice. Like I don't know, something that maybe. I don't know. Ask him, Jason.
Okay.
Certainly, here's a carefree option for Maddie that includes an unconventional race. Race, Goblin or Orc. While goblins and orcs are often portrayed as fierce and aggressive, Maddie's character could be an exception, embracing a carefree and nonconformist lifestyle. Class, Druid or Barbarian. A druid character could have a unique connection with nature, living a carefree existence in the wilderness and finding joy in the simplicity of life. Alternatively, a barbarian character could be carefree in the sense of living life to the fullest, embracing their primal instincts and enjoying every moment. This unconventional approach to goblins or orcs as carefree characters can create an interesting and refreshing twist on traditional D&D stereotypes, allowing Maddie to play a character with a unique personality in your campaign.
So thanks again, Alex, for giving me exactly what I asked for.
You know what, though? I think maybe if we ask him, like, what would a peaceful barbarian look like?
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I like the idea of like an orc barbarian that is just chill as hell. Like raging. I'm not raging.
Specializes in baking.
Yeah, right.
I'm proficient in cookie sheets.
Yeah.
Just likes to brew his own beers.
Yeah, right.
Dude, this is awesome.
I'm the camp cook.
A peaceful and chill orc barbarian would be a refreshing twist on the typical image of a raging, aggressive orc. Here's what that character might look like. Race, orc. While orcs are often associated with a fierce and warlike nature, Maddie's character stands out as an exception, having embraced a more peaceful and laid-back lifestyle. Class, barbarian. As a barbarian, Maddie's character can still tap into the primal rage and power of her orc ancestry when necessary. However, she chooses to channel this energy in a controlled and balanced way, preferring diplomacy and nonviolent conflict resolution whenever possible. Maddie's character could serve as the group's mediator and peacemaker, using her wisdom to diffuse tense situations and find peaceful solutions. In combat, she might focus on non-lethal tactics, using her strength to incapacitate foes rather than causing harm. This character concept adds depth to the typical orc barbarian archetype and can lead to interesting role-playing opportunities.
Yeah, all right. Sounds good. I think I'm going to go with the orc barbarian. I'll figure the background out later, but I'm thinking, yeah, like...
Okay. Think about some questions for the background
yeah,
and whatnot.
I'm thinking, I got some prompts.
The orc barbarian that's definitely not a virgin.
Yeah, right. Hey, guys.
I promise.
This sounds kind of like a Keanu Reeves type.
Yeah.
It's just like, dude, this is awesome, but he can John Wick it up if he needs to.
Or he's like Popeye, like he rages when he eats spinach.
There you
There you go.
All right, Ryan, let's make a character for you. What are you looking for your character?
I've been thinking a little bit about this, and I was wanting to be a character that is kind of a contradiction.
What do you mean by that?
These are fun.
You know, like a gnome who's the barbarian, or it's kind of stinks that we have barbarian
Bros.
Bros.
But yeah, just something that doesn't seem to fit.
Certainly, Ryan can explore some race and class combinations that don't typically align or even appear contradictory. A dwarf rogue might have a background as a treasure hunter or locksmith. A halfling barbarian could be motivated by a desire to protect their peaceful home. Playing a Goliath bard would challenge the typical stereotypes associated with both the race and class, perhaps depicting a warrior poet or storyteller. A Kenku paladin might have experienced a profound change of heart, vowing to redeem their past through valor and honor. These race and class combinations can lead to fascinating character backgrounds and role-playing opportunities, as Ryan explores the unique challenges and motivations that arise from these contradictory pairings.
All right. So, Ryan, which one of those kind of spoke to you?
I totally see myself as the Goliath bard.
The Goliath
Yeah,
bard.
that rules.
I want to be the Goliath bard playing a ukulele, and just like giant fingers that are playing this delicate little
This is
instrument that it
tiny.
can barely
It's like
fit
we're
in his
creating
palm.
a little hippie colony
With
between
this-
our peaceful, chill
We're just-
barbarian.
And then we've got somebody who's just got some dark stuff going on.
and we're gonna help him out a little bit.
Don't worry about it, bro.
Yeah. Ding, ding.
Of course, we'll help you out. You're a friend.
Just sit here and listen to this music. I promise it'll be awesome.
It'll be so awesome.
It'll help the darkness just kind of disappear.
Do you want to do the ukulele, or should we ask Alex?
We'll ask Alex what delicate instrument I can my Goliath
flute.
bard will play.
The flute.
A piccolo, like our pan flute.
For Ryan's Goliath bard character, a small instrument that contrasts with the Goliath's typically large and imposing stature could be an intriguing choice. Here is an option. Mouth harp. Jews harp. This small and simple instrument can produce unique and twangy sounds.
Yes.
It's easy to carry and adds a touch of folk music to the character's repertoire.
Doing, 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 doing.
I'm just.
I think it's so funny that potentially he's a bard, but that's the only thing he uses.
But have you heard him play, dude? It'll blow your mind.
Dude, it's so awesome.
I just imagine, like, whatever small instrument you choose, right, is that NPCs will see this bard performing and they can't see it in his giant hands. Like, where is that coming from?
It'll be mostly in my mouth. Just more. I mean,
It's like, what's happening?
Is he beatboxing? Or is it, no, actually, I'm not.
He's playing the mouth harp.
Your choice, though. I'm not going to make you do whatever. But
I kind of think it'd be hilarious.
All right. Here's the only thing I request is before we record the actual play, you go out and buy yourself a mouth harp, and you learn how to play.
I'll learn
Or
how
make
to,
one. Or make one.
I'll make a mouth harp. Yeah,
Also bring in some blades of grass to.
There you go.
I do know how to do that, so I can do
There
that.
you go.
I just imagine the image of just like this huge lumbering guy just climbing up onto stage.
He
getting
can
ready to
also
perform.
play two spoons, but he never does. I mean, he's really good at it. But
It's giving like Tom Bombadil almost.
I hate Tom Bombadil. He's like the worst character.
For real.
Okay, now are you
I'm good with the Goliath bard playing the mouth harp. I think that'll be fun.
Okay.
all right.
And then we were gonna go to Bean then.
Yeah,
right?
let's
Is that
go
right?
to you.
Okay.
We don't even have a racing class for you, but let's,
We don't. I don't
but
really
what do you
care
want?
about that right
yeah,
now,
let's
but-
let's decide other stuff.
I
What do
want
you
to
wanna
know. I want to know what sort of spirit is possessing my character. I want to know, like maybe they have like some motives or what. Like if there's like a spirit that has like a special name, something like it's Mr. Hyde, or it's like the whole. It's Jekyll, right? Jekyll's the bad one, right? Hyde's
Yeah.
the Dr. Hyde. Whatever, Dr. Jekyll.
Yeah.
Jekyll.
It's been a minute.
I'm sitting here thinking,
Mr.
Hyde
Hyde is the bad guy.
Hyde's the bad guy,
Yeah.
right?
You can tell because the doctor's the
Doctor's
big
the
guy.
Yeah,
good guy.
Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde, or just whatever it may be. Like, what is the spirit that's possessing me? And maybe, like, why is it possessing me, or is it good or bad, or whatever?
All
Why is
right.
he such a hater?
Let's find out what you got.
Certainly, here are 3 different ideas for spirits that could be possessing Tyler's character, each with its own malevolent motive. 1. Spirit Zephyrion, the Whispering Tempest.
What?
Zephyrion is a vengeful air elemental spirit. Its evil motive is to unleash destructive winds and storms upon the world, seeking retribution for the harm done to the natural world by reckless civilization. 2. Spirit Morgrel, the Cursed Shadow. Morgrel is a shadowy entity that feeds on fear and despair. Its evil motive is to plunge the world into darkness, sowing chaos and discord among mortals so it can thrive on their suffering. 3. Spirit Askranth, the Corrupter of Dreams. Askranth is a sinister dreamweaver spirit. Its evil motive is to infiltrate the dreams of mortals, filling their minds with nightmarish visions and manipulating their deepest fears to gain power and control over their waking lives. Each of these spirits can add an intriguing layer of conflict and story to Tyler's character as he grapples with the possession and seeks to thwart the spirit's malevolent agenda. Tyler can choose the one that resonates most with him and fits well within the campaign's narrative.
Isn't Zephyrion from season 1?
Zephyrion was the language god that did the total
that
party kill.
TPK'd us.
Yeah.
Me
Yeah.
and Maddie, but not Maddie and I. These versions of us, but
No.
a previous version of us.
Yeah.
The real life version.
yeah, yeah.
I don't remember your names, but I remember Casper and Vale.
Yeah, right.
Casper and Vale. Stupid guys. Oh man, as much as I'd love to do a throwback to season 1,
Zephyrion.
Thanks, Alex, by the way, for opening up that deep cut.
Oh yeah.
I actually think I liked the last one. I don't remember the name of it though. What was the name of the last one again?
Askranth.
Yeah, I didn't like the name, but I liked what it did.
Did you want to go with Zephyrion, Corrupter of Dreams?
Yeah, let's do that. Can we combine those two instead of calling him? It just sounds like I have something that I should eat more potassium. Oh, I've got an cramp. No.
Yeah, a little bit. That's exactly what I thought. He said it first. I was like, wait.
I don't think we can use that.
Just so the audience knows, it's spelled Azkranth.
Yeah, that's the one we're not going to go
Yeah.
with. But we're going to take their
Corrupter of Dreams.
benevolence, though, right?
Use the name Zephyrion. Is that what do you want?
Yeah,
that
yeah.
song?
Let's call it Zephyrion, just because of the deep cut. But we're going to give it different motives. I like that. Maybe we probably should give me a race in a class while we're at it too, though. Maybe let's ask Alex if we can give me a race in a class that
He's just a guy. There is no racing class. It's just
It's
some
just
regular
some
guy.
guy.
Human Commoner.
Human
Yeah, one
commoner.
hit point.
Level 5, Human Commoner.
I was thinking of one that would like have a reason why they actually got possessed, like a race in a class that's somehow tied to the possession itself.
To create a character concept that provides a compelling reason for Tyler's character being marked for sacrifice and possessed by Zephyrion, we can consider the following. Race, Tiefling. Tieflings often face prejudice and mistrust due to their infernal heritage. Tyler's character could come from a community that views Tieflings as cursed or dangerous, making him a target for the cult's sacrificial rituals. Class, Sorcerer. Tyler's character could be a sorcerer, born with innate magical abilities tied to the same infernal ancestry that marks him as a Tiefling. Zephyrion might have taken an interest in him due to this latent magical potential. Background, Acolyte or Sage. To further tie the character to the cult and Zephyrion, Tyler can choose the Acolyte or Sage background. This could represent his involvement with the cult in the past, perhaps as a novice seeking knowledge or redemption. Character story. Tyler's character could have been part of a cult or religious order that worships Zephyrion unknowingly, mistaking the malevolent spirit for a benevolent deity. He discovered the true nature of Zephyrion's intentions and attempted to break free from the cult's influence, only to be marked for sacrifice. Zephyrion chose to possess Tyler's character due to his unique magical abilities, seeing him as a means to further its malevolent agenda. This backstory provides a strong reason for Tyler's character being marked for sacrifice and possessed by Zephyrion. It also opens up opportunities for character growth and redemption as he seeks to free himself from the spirit's control and thwart the cult's sinister plans.
All right, how are you liking that?
I like that. I think that's good.
Yeah, I
So
think
feel
that
like,
works.
I feel like I joined some cult. I thought that they were good guys.
As you normally do when you join a cult.
As you do, you know,
This
you're
is
like,
what
these
happens,
guys are cool. And I'm
It's fun
like,
at first. It's always fun at first. And then the matching outfits.
Yeah.
Yeah, once the matching outfits come
You know,
out.
at first the matching outfits are kind of cool.
That's true. Yeah, you know, the uniform.
Depends on the
Yeah,
outfit.
You
if we're
really
all in
feel you're
Depends, it
part of
works
it.
great.
And then I find out they're not really as cool as I thought they were. I bounce.
They itch.
I get possessed. I bounce. Now they want to kill me.
Yeah.
That's it.
You know what? Do you think your cult only wanted you for the sacrifice?
Ooh, I don't know. That might be a good.
Yeah, I kind of like that.
Yeah, maybe that's what
They recruited
they
you.
recruited me
They lured
because
you in with the
they
false
wanted
sense
to
of-
kill me in the first place.
Yeah, that's good stuff. Okay, I'm gonna let
I'm in.
Alex know we're going with that.
I think it's good. I like that.
I like it too.
Yeah,
It'll be fun.
it's semi-cliche in some ways, but it's also okay because the rest of you are all weird.
Yeah, no, it's like those memes of like the really well drawn character. It's like my D&D party is like the one serious character, and it's all these joke characters like SpongeBob, Patrick.
SpongeBob,
You got
Patrick,
Squidward over here.
Yeah.
Squidward over here, and there's like the one guy who's like, I am a paladin who is here to save the lives of. No,
It's more like SpongeBob, Patrick, and Aragorn.
Aragorn.
It's like-
All right, I think we are in a good place with your character. We'll let that tiefling stew for a
let me
little
stew
bit.
on that for a second. I might come up with a couple more.
We're gonna
things
go
here.
back to our chill orc
just chill,
barbarian.
just like had a good life.
Yeah, tell us what else you want to know.
So I want to kind of go into what his family life was like, and just kind of like what his upbringing was like. So I wanted to ask him, so like, what's something that makes him cry, like without like, and what did his mom used to do to soothe him whenever he got upset?
All right, that's great.
I love it.
A very different story. These
Yeah.
are very different
Yeah, he's like got
experiences
these
that
like
we're.
dark cults after him. It's like every time I turn on the LED before time. Like,
For me, it was American Tail.
Oh,
Papa, Papa. Just tears every time. All right, here we go, Maddie.
Maddie's character could be deeply moved by acts of kindness and selflessness, especially when witnessing individuals from different backgrounds coming together for a common good.
this is great.
Acts of compassion and unity remind them of the potential for harmony in the world.
That's what
How
makes
their
you
mother
cry.
used to soothe them. When Maddie's character was upset as a child, their mother would tell them stories from their Orcish tribe's history, emphasizing tales of cooperation, reconciliation, and peaceful coexistence. These stories instilled in them a belief in the power of unity and the importance of finding common ground with others. This backstory provides a source of inspiration and a guiding philosophy for Maddie's character, aligning with their peaceful and chill nature. It also gives depth to their emotional reactions and helps shape their worldview in the D&D world.
Did that dwarf and when the elf were friends, and then
And they played the game where they counted how many people died.
it was just so beautiful.
I love it. It wasn't even like people being mean or anything. It's
No,
like when
it's-
people are nice.
It's like
the
so
tears
moved
start
by it.
That's great.
I need
That's
to go
great.
call my mom, guys.
Okay, what else do you want to know about your character while we're with you, Maddie?
I'm wondering what extracurricular activities he did in high school.
In his youth.
In his youth.
Why don't we get you a name first?
Oh yeah.
Oh, we should probably name all of us now. I think actually on this next
You know,
round.
what? I'm gonna just ask right now names for all three characters.
And we have to fight over who gets which one.
Just name all three of them.
Here are names for all three characters. 1. Tyler's Tiefling Sorcerer possessed by S5E1. Character name, Tharvok Stormrider.
Starbucks.
2. Maddie's Peaceful Orc Barbarian.
Steve.
Character name, Grinna Stoneheart. 3. Ryan's Goliath Bard. Character name, Thrain Stonewind.
So we have Storm Rider, Stoneheart, and Stonewind.
Lots of stones in there.
It's a very rock enthusiastic
Yeah.
crew.
I know that's your criticism, but I actually have no idea how to spell my first name. What
Me
was
neither.
it?
Me neither.
Your first name what?
The first name of my character was it
Oh, your name was Tharvok.
Tharvok. I
That's
like
Starbucks kind
Tharvok.
of cool.
Do you guys like those names, or do you want to go another round?
THR. What did you say? THR.
I'm gonna. You know what? I'm gonna reject these.
No, I like Tharvok. I just don't like my last name. In fact, I should just go by Tharvok.
Yeah, we should all just go by our first names.
Okay, you want to do that?
Yeah.
Tharvok, Grina, and Theron.
Greena?
Greena.
Grinna.
I love it. I was named after my mom, Gina, but I was a boy.
Greena.
Greena.
And
Thrain?
Thrain. Thrain.
Yeah, that's
Thrain.
Thrain.
If we had a kid, we'd be Thrina.
All right.
I'll go with Thrain.
Thrain. Okay, we'll do those names. And then you wanted to know what Grina did as a kid.
Yeah, what was this? What was his thing? Like, what's his talent?
As a child, Grinna Stoneheart, your peaceful orc barbarian, was a curious and spirited youngster who had a deep love for nature and the outdoors. She spent much of her time exploring the wilderness surrounding her Orcish tribe's camp. Here are some specific activities and interests that defined her childhood. Exploration. Grinna was an adventurous child who would often venture into the nearby forests, hills, and streams. Wildlife. She had a special bond with animals and would frequently be seen befriending local wildlife, from playful forest creatures to birds of prey. Stargazing. Grinna had a fascination with the night sky and would spend evenings lying on the grass, gazing at the stars. She believed that the stars held the secrets of the world and dreamed of distant lands beyond the horizon. Nature-based crafts. She developed a talent for crafting using natural materials, such as weaving baskets from reeds and making jewelry from colorful stones and feathers she found during her explorations. Grinna's childhood experiences fostered her deep connection to the natural world and her sense of peace and harmony with her surroundings. These early interests and adventures would shape her character as she grew into the peaceful and chill orc barbarian she is today.
All right, what are some of your thoughts?
I'm gonna pick two. Here's what I'm thinking. It's hilarious to me if this orc barbarian is also like the astrology chick of the group.
Oh,
of
yes.
Like, well, yeah, like, of course you feel that way. Mercury's in retrograde. So.
Mercury's in the microwave
I
again.
also like the crafting, like making friendship bracelets and like.
Yes. Yes. Handing out friendship bracelets. Now, because you're a Leo,
Carry this talisman with me.
carry this talisman with you.
I made it.
Okay, so we'll go with those two. I'll let them know.
Why the long face? You're such a Gemini.
You're such a Gemini.
The thing is, you'll learn how little I know about astrology.
All right, Ryan, let's go to you. What do you want to know?
I'd like to know a little bit more of the backstory Like, why did Thrain decide to play the mouth harp? And then maybe also, like, what genre of music does he play?
That's it. This is great.
Is he rocking out or like
Adult contemporary.
this got some Kenny G going?
Or yeah, K-pop.
Play some George Michael.
A little Careless Whisper going on.
I can keep going.
Here's Thrain Stonewind's backstory, along with his decision to play the mouth harp and his preferred style of music. Backstory: Thrain Stonewind, the Goliath Bard, hails from a secluded mountain clan known for its martial prowess and stoic traditions. From a young age, Thrain displayed an affinity for music, which set him apart from his clanmates. His passion for music grew as he secretly listened to the tales and songs of wandering bards who occasionally passed through the mountains. As Thrain reached adulthood, he made a daring choice to leave his clan and explore the world beyond the peaks. He wished to share the beauty and stories of his mountain home with the wider world through music, while also discovering new melodies and tales to bring back to his people. Why he chose the mouth harp? Thrain chose to play the mouth harp because it reminded him of the melodic tunes of the wind whistling through the mountain passes and the echoes of voices in the rugged canyons. Its simplicity appealed to him, allowing him to carry the instrument on his travels easily. He also loved the idea of creating music through his breath, much like the winds that shaped his homeland. Style of music: Thrain's style of music is inspired by the rugged beauty of the mountains and the tales of his people. He specializes in creating haunting and evocative melodies that capture the grandeur of the high peaks and the resilience of the Goliath spirit. His music often incorporates elements of both solemn ballads and lively tunes, reflecting the contrast between the harshness of his clan's existence and the moments of celebration and joy they share. Through his mouth harp, Thrain aims to bridge the gap between his clan's traditions and the outside world, using music as a means of connection and understanding. His performances are both a tribute to his roots and an invitation for others to appreciate the majesty of the mountains and the Goliath way of life.
All right, what are your thoughts on that?
Sounds like he's into rock music.
Yeah.
So no, that's good with
So
me.
what he said, mountains? Is that
Mountains are made of rock.
They're made out of rocks.
Yeah, okay.
No, that sounds fun. I didn't think of it that way, so that'll be an interesting,
Yeah, I kind of like
interesting
that.
spin to put on it to try to bring people together through his music.
Yeah, he seems very peaceful. I like the thought of it like being the noise that the valley
makes or the wind makes as it goes through.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, it definitely sounds like some sort of whisper
Yeah.
from a careless person.
All right. Let's do this. Let's talk about what we want to do next. I think we have a few more questions that we'll go through, and then I want to start building relationships between these three.
That's where I'm kind of thinking, because I wanted to kind of try something to see what like Alex the Language Lord would come up with if he could come up with like a D&D themed university that we all met at, because we're all so different. It might be funny if it's like I went to Underdark Community College.
Well, I know in the previous season what we did was we picked two of you and we figured out how you two knew each other, and then the next two, and then the next two. So we could build that way. Or do you guys all want to be from a university? Or
who wants to be college buddies with you?
I'm okay with being college buddies. That's funny too.
That's kind of fun.
Okay, you want to be college buddies? Let's see what he comes up with.
Let's create a D&D themed university and a backstory for how Tyler, Maddie, and Ryan's characters met and became friends.
Fantastic.
University name: Arcanum Academy of Adventurers.
Yes.
Arcanum Academy of Adventurers is a renowned institution
AAA.
located in a bustling city at the crossroads of multiple realms. The university specializes in preparing aspiring adventurers for the challenges of the world. It boasts a diverse curriculum that covers a wide range of subjects, including history, combat training, magical studies, and the art of diplomacy. Backstory: Tyler's character, Tharvok Stormrider, initially enrolled at Arcanum Academy of Adventurers to harness his innate sorceress abilities. He was drawn to the arcane arts, but sought to understand and control his powers to break free from Zephyrian's influence. Maddie's character, Grinna Stoneheart, came to the university to study nature and ecology. She sought to learn more about the natural world and how to protect it, hoping to bridge the gap between the wilds and civilization. Ryan's character, Thrain Stonewind, attended Arcanum Academy to explore his passion for music and storytelling. He believed that music could be a powerful tool for diplomacy and cultural exchange, and he aimed to prove this to his skeptical Goliath clan. The three characters first crossed paths during an introductory course on adventuring ethics, where they found themselves in a heated debate about the responsibilities and potential consequences of their chosen paths.
Wow.
Despite their differences, their shared commitment to understanding the world, respecting its balance, and making a positive impact forged a strong bond of friendship.
All right. How do you guys feel about this Arcanum Academy of Adventurers?
What was the name of the
dig it.
course again? It was
Ethics of Adventuring.
Ethics of Adventuring.
I was kind of hoping it
Adventuring
was.
ethics, yes.
Adventuring ethics. Honestly, out of the whole thing, the fact that there's a course 101 adventuring ethics.
We did a group project on murder hobos.
Avoiding PPKs.
You guys did it. I just sat back and listened.
I was kind of hoping it was going to be like my character sold your character's pot or something.
No,
but,
no, definitely not.
But it's
I
a
love it.
family
I'm just
show.
thinking like assignments. Assignments
Yeah,
are coming
right.
from adventure ethics of adventuring. It's like your first assignment is to write a report on why mixed alignment causes problems.
Chaotic neutral does not mean neutral evil.
It does not. Oh man, I think it's great.
That's kind of funny.
You know, I'm going to ask him.
I like the
what-
triple alpha.
Yeah, can you ask him what other courses we had to get?
No, I'm going to ask him what you guys studied in that ethics course. I
Oh,
just want to
yeah, right. Yeah.
see what that course was all
We're going to
about.
suss
Yeah.
out the lore here.
Suss out the Lord. Give me some ethics course, and then give me 2 or 3 other courses that we
What
have.
kind of
there.
university time period are we talking about here? Like,
Oh my
are we,
gosh, she's
like,
doing a
current?
whole syllabus here, guys.
Oh man.
Oh my god. You got to like screenshot that and put it on Instagram
we'll
or
need that.
something.
All right, let's.
Adventuring ethics.
Can we get Midjourney to create a logo? I don't know. Midjourney's really bad at
Or like
lettering.
Like a fraternity.
A fraternity, the triple A.
The triple alphas.
Also, I kind of want to know, do you guys want, I think we should go this direction. I think it's fun. Do you guys want to be current students and we can have the adventure take place at the university?
Yeah, we haven't graduated yet.
Yeah,
Obviously.
that would be fun.
Yeah.
This is our
How
final
did you get
group
involved
project.
with the cult?
It was early. It was a long time ago. Look, some of us don't go to college until later in our lives.
That would be so funny
So this is
too.
a community college. Is what we're
Wait. You're later in your life and still a virgin?
Oh, hey, wait a second.
All right, here we go.
Here are a few topics that Tyler, Maddie, and Ryan's characters studied in the introductory course on adventuring ethics at Arcanum Academy of Adventurers. 1. The role of adventurers in society. This topic explored the ethical responsibilities and expectations placed on adventurers within society.
So true.
It discussed the balance between personal gain and the greater good.
Oh man.
2. Cultural sensitivity and diplomacy. Students learned about the importance of respecting and understanding the customs, traditions, and beliefs of different cultures they might encounter during their adventures. They discussed how diplomacy could be a powerful tool for conflict resolution. 3. Environmental stewardship. The course covered the ethical treatment of the
okay.
natural world and the responsibilities
Is there gonna be a
adventurers
test
have
on
in
this?
preserving the environment. It emphasized the impact of their actions on ecosystems and wildlife. 4. Ethical decision-making. Students examined various moral dilemmas that adventurers often face, such as choosing between saving an innocent life or obtaining a valuable artifact. They discussed the principles and ethical frameworks that guide decision-making. 5. Responsibility to allies and companions. The course emphasized the importance of trust, teamwork, and loyalty among adventurers. Students explored the ethical obligations adventurers have to their fellow party members and allies. 6. The ethics of combat. This topic delved into the moral considerations surrounding combat, including issues like mercy, honor, and the use of lethal force.
Oh my goodness.
Way to
Students
flee.
debated when violence was justified and when alternative solutions should be sought. 7. Social and economic impact. Students examined the broader consequences of their actions on towns, cities, and economies. They discuss the ethical implications of their involvement in local and global affairs. These topics provided a foundation for ethical decision-making and encouraged thoughtful reflection on the role of adventurers in the world.
All right, guys.
You guys.
No. This is what this one shot's going to be. It is going to be your final exam for this class.
And
this is what we're going to do.
He's got a cult chasing, and we're just trying to get an A.
Can I get a printout of the syllabus?
Wait, though. Hold on, though.
No. For this one shot, you guys are going to take your final exam. Your professor is going to test you in all 7 of these things.
Man.
And we are going to grade you
I did not sign up
accordingly.
for this. I don't
Wait.
need homework.
Can I just say, though, real quick?
It's going to be a magic exam. Just
Yeah,
so you
it'll
know.
be magical. Sure, whatever. Can I just say, though, real quick, just completely meta here, right?
Mm-hmm.
Everybody who plays D&D should take this course.
Yeah, right.
Because I'm just sitting here thinking, I'm like, the number of times that, like, players' motivation is, like, entirely derived strictly in how much gold I'm going to get from, like, it's like, oh, like people play D&D and they'll jump in and they're just like, oh, I want to play a neutral good druid. And it's like, great. And then you get in there and they're just like, oh, you want me to save your cat? How much are you going to pay me?
Yeah. Right.
And also, like, how many of you, when you cast the spell Fireball, think about the environmental stewardship that you have over where it's going to hit?
Well, no, my boyfriend's brand new to D&D, right? Where he's playing Baldur's Gate, and I was talking about Fireball, and I was like, when you're playing the game, the worst thing that could happen is the person playing the wizard asks how big the room is.
Yeah.
Like that's it, you know. Well, and also just like the economy of like how much a gold piece is versus like it's like you're asking these comments like shaking down old ladies.
It's true. We're gonna do this, Jason. We're gonna take this. We're gonna have Alex write some key points to all of this. We're gonna put it into a PDF and we're gonna distribute it to all of our players.
We can create a whole syllabus for this whole thing.
We'll sell it for $1 and then the people can buy it.
In fact, we could start a new podcast where we teach
I can print it on.
The ethics of adventuring.
ethics of adventuring. And we just go, welcome to Ethics of Adventuring
That's it.
101.
That's
We all
it.
have to have characters though if you do it like that. Like
That's it. No, we're doing it.
That's awesome.
It's our second podcast, Ethics of Adventuring. We'll even get the
Guest professors and everything.
guest
that'd
professors.
be so funny.
That's it. Jason, write it down.
I'm a wizard.
I'm a wizard.
In class, specific class ethics.
Yeah.
Yeah,
have to be discussed.
That's the university's
Now the
podcast or like
barbarian.
radio show.
That's it. I love it.
All right. So
This is great. Yeah, I love it.
why don't we do this? I want to ask some questions about this class, right? I want to find out who the professor is. I want to find out that kind of stuff. Let you guys know those things because you know. So,
Okay.
all right, let's do this. You're gonna get a sneak peek. I asked it not what was on the final exam, but what the students think might be on the final exam, right? So we can just get a flavor for what
Getting
what
PTSD
this
over
is
here.
gonna look like.
I'm already done with school. I don't need to go back.
And hopefully it's just reports. You guys will be writing reports live on the podcast.
It's gonna be good radio, folks.
You know, put the mic real close and just.
Let's delve deeper into the Adventuring Ethics class at Arcanum Academy of Adventurers. Class name, Ethical Pioneers, a guide to adventuring with integrity. Teacher, Professor Eloan Dustshaper. Professor Eloan Dustshaper is a seasoned adventurer and a renowned expert in adventuring ethics. She is known for her wisdom, fair-mindedness, and dedication to imparting a strong sense of ethics to her students. Expectations for the final exam. As the final exam approaches, students are filled with a mix of anticipation and nervousness. They've spent the semester engaging in thought-provoking discussions, participating in ethical dilemma simulations, and even embarking on mini-quests to apply their learning in practical scenarios. Some students expect the final exam to be a written test assessing their theoretical knowledge of adventuring ethics. They believe it will consist of essays and multiple-choice questions about the course material. Others speculate that the final exam might involve a practical component, such as navigating a complex moral challenge during a simulated adventure scenario. They anticipate being faced with dilemmas that test their ability to make ethically sound decisions under pressure. There are also rumors circulating among students that Professor Dustshaper is known for her surprise twists and creative approach to testing. Some students suspect the final exam might involve a real-world adventure, complete with ethical challenges to overcome.
Bum, bum, bum.
As the day of the final exam draws nearer, the classroom buzzes with excitement and anxiety. The uncertainty of what awaits adds an extra layer of tension to the atmosphere, but it's clear that the students have grown and learned a great deal over the course of the semester.
All right.
Is it ethical
Usually.
to have an exam that is real that has potentially unethical outcomes?
You'd have to ask your professor that
I
question.
don't know. I
That's
hated
actually
my
a
ethics class.
philosophical
Oh,
question.
oh, never mind.
That's a different class.
That's a different class altogether.
All right. The ethics exam.
I love it. And I love that also, Tyler's like this, guy. He's an older guy returning to school. Because it makes so much more sense with like our kind of goofy characters, right? We're just these fresh-faced college kids. He's outrunning a cult. We got an adventure to go on to pass the class.
Is there anything else we want to know about the class? I feel like
Yes.
we know the teacher. What else
I
do we
think
want
you
to
guys
know?
need 3
What
other
is-
students in the class that don't like you guys. We need to find out why.
If it's
If
Kale and
Kale
Vesper.
and Vesper, I swear, he already brought Zephyrion back. If Kale and Vesper show up,
Should we roll
What
also
kind
for...
of students are we? Are we?
Yeah, I'm saying we should all roll a
Yeah.
D20 to see what our current grade in the class
I was
is.
just gonna ask, what are we currently sitting at?
All right. Let's.
How serious do I need to take this final?
Here are your nemesis.
Here are 3 other students in the adventuring ethics class who do not have a favorable opinion of Tyler, Maddie, and Ryan's characters. 1. Lucius Blackthorn. Lucius is a charismatic and ambitious human student who believes that success in adventuring should be measured primarily by personal gain and glory.
How much gold you get?
He has a competitive streak and often clashes with Tyler, Maddie, and Ryan's characters over their more altruistic and ethical views.
F in the class.
Lucius sees them as idealistic and naive, dismissing their values as impractical in the real world. 2. Seraphina Nightshade. Seraphina is a tiefling student with a mysterious and enigmatic demeanor. She keeps to herself and rarely participates in class discussions. She views Tyler's character, Tharvok Stormrider, with suspicion due to his tiefling heritage, believing that he might harbor dark intentions or connections. This suspicion has created an air of tension between them. 3. Brom Ironfist. Brom is a dwarven student who takes great pride in his heritage and believes that tradition and honor are paramount in adventuring. He often criticizes Maddie's character, Grinna Stoneheart, for a peaceful and chill approach, viewing it as a deviation from the warrior spirit of their people. He considers her perspective to be a weakness and is openly critical of her choices.
Wow. So it looks like Ryan didn't get a.
I was just gonna say I don't have a
nemesis.
complete nemesis.
I think you got
guess
the
it's
first one.
Drake,
He just
Draco Malfoy is yours.
Yeah, you got the.
The human.
Yes.
Okay,
But tell
What's
you
your
what,
last name again?
cannot remember.
It's like Stoneheart. He's gonna be like
something.
Stoneheart.
Yeah.
Hello, Stoneheart.
All right.
Tell you what, though, if we ever end up making up with these guys, seeing eye to eye, my character's gonna weep.
Oh, it's gonna be so sad.
So many
right.
tears.
Thank you. I'm just so happy.
Let's see. Any final questions about your background, your character, anything before we close?
I think the
Final
last
round?
thing, the one thing I would want to know as kind of a final round is I want to know if there's any negative side effects to being possessed. Like,
Oh, good call.
having the possession is one thing, but like I want something to be like there's something that happens because of the possession. It can't just be like a passive possession. That would be like kind of lame. This totally did not go the direction I thought it was
Not
going.
Me neither.
See, that's one reason why I wanted to do it this way is because, like, what if we came up with this university and I already had.
Yeah, no,
like, this
no,
plot?
no. This is great.
Yeah. I can't wait to get home and tell my wife, hey, we played D&D. We came up with an ethics class and we're going to take a final exam. It's going to be so much fun.
And your wife's gonna be like, "You're nerds. Your Dungeons
she
and
already knew
Dragons
that. Yeah,
podcast."
she is well aware.
She's well aware that we're nerds, but we just hit another level at this point.
Yes. Actually, we're going to get it accredited, and we're actually going to teach
Yeah, we're
it
gonna
at
teach
local community college.
We're gonna teach this and make our
she's
livings
gonna have to
on
call
it.
me professor.
That's right.
By the way, love you, babe. All right, here we go.
That's Professor Conforto to you.
Here are 3 mildly inconvenient and funny side effects of being possessed by S5E1 for Tharvok Stormrider. 1. Constant whispers. Zephyrian's presence manifests as a constant, faint whispering in Tharvok's ears, even during waking hours. It's as if a mischievous breeze is always tickling his ears with cryptic messages or nonsensical phrases.
Okay.
This makes it difficult for Tharvok to concentrate during important conversations, often leading to comical misunderstandings. 2. Inexplicable feather storms. At random moments, Tharvok involuntarily summons a flurry of small, harmless feathers that swirl around him.
Wow.
These feather storms are triggered by Zephyrian's influence and can occur during serious negotiations, formal events, or even in the middle of a battle.
Okay.
Tharvok's attempts to control these feather storms usually result in amusing, feather-filled mishaps. 3. Daytime daydreams. S5E1 occasionally imposes vivid daydreams upon Tharvok, causing him to momentarily lose focus on his surroundings. These daydreams might involve bizarre and surreal scenarios, such as floating in a sea of cotton candy or having a conversation with a talking squirrel.
Okay.
While harmless, these daydreams can be quite distracting and lead to hilariously awkward situations.
I like how you had like the darkest character of story, and now it's just like, and now sometimes you have cotton candy dreams.
It sounds like this possession's
And pillow fights.
mildly inconvenient at best.
Look, it's not really that bad, everybody. I promise. It's not that bad. I didn't like the first one as much as the other two.
Well, I'm going to have you pick daytime dreams or feather storms. I can do more with daytime dreams.
I think daytime dreams would be the best one.
Okay.
I would love the idea of just like completely zoning out and just going into this weird, like, just thinking about the cotton candy and, finally graduating and moving on. And
You good? You good? You said this got me on the test.
Let's do it. Daytime dreams.
Okay. Very good. Maddie, your final question.
How did Grina embarrass himself on the day 1 of the class?
As Professor Aloan Dustshaper welcomed the students and began her introductory lecture, she encouraged class members to introduce themselves and share a little about their backgrounds. Grina stood up and proudly declared, "Hi, I'm Grina Stoneheart, and I'm here to learn all about adventuring with integrity and peace." She flashed an enthusiastic smile and gave a peace sign, fully embracing her identity as a peaceful and chill orc barbarian. The unexpectedness of her statement, along with the stark contrast between her gentle demeanor and the typical orc stereotypes, caught everyone by surprise. The class burst into laughter, including Tharvok, who couldn't help but chuckle at Grina's candid introduction. As the laughter subsided, Professor Dustshaper commended Grina for her unique perspective and reminded the class that diversity of backgrounds and values was precisely what made the study of adventuring ethics so important.
You guys, I'm just so glad we're friends now.
Are you going to cry the whole time during the podcast?
Absolutely.
That's great.
Every good moment.
That's great. All right. That was your big embarrassing moment. Not the most embarrassing.
It wasn't that embarrassing. It also wasn't that embarrassing for me, but somehow it was like, you really embarrassed Tharvok. He laughed at you.
But he feels like an idiot.
Look at him. He feels so stupid.
Professor put him
How
in his
dare he
place.
chuckle?
How dare he?
All right. Ryan, your final question. What do you got for me?
Kind of want to know what will happen to the group, but more importantly to me if I fail this exam.
Oh.
You're on academic probation
Yeah.
or something.
Kind of want to know what
happened?
student I am. Is this like the last course I need to graduate? And if I don't do this,
So you're on everybody in the group project?
I'm like, everybody needs to get an A on this project because I'm not going back to the mountaintop.
That's right.
If I go down, we all go down.
This is my 3rd time taking this class.
Have to pass this. I got a D. I passed.
If Thrain, Tyler, and Maddie's characters were to fail their final exam in the Adventuring Ethics class at Arcanum Academy of Adventurers, several consequences could occur. 1. Academic consequences. Failing the exam might result in academic repercussions, such as being required to retake the course or receiving a lower grade. This could impact their overall progress at the academy and potentially delay their graduation. 2. Reputation. A failing grade in an ethics class may tarnish their reputation among their peers and future potential employers or allies in the adventuring world.
Mm-hmm.
Others might question their ability to make ethical decisions and trust them less. 3. Unresolved ethical dilemmas. The characters may carry the burden of unresolved ethical dilemmas they encountered during the exam. This could lead to personal moral conflicts and self-reflection as they second-guess their choices. 4. Missed opportunities. Failing the exam might close doors to certain quests, affiliations, or alliances that require a strong ethical foundation. They could miss out on opportunities for noble quests or cooperation with organizations that value integrity. 5. Continued learning. On a positive note, failing the exam could serve as a learning experience. It might motivate them to delve deeper into ethical studies and seek guidance from Professor Dustshaper to improve their understanding of adventuring ethics.
We can view this as an
Overall,
opportunity.
while failing the exam might have immediate consequences, it could also offer a chance for character growth and development as Thrain, Tyler, and Maddie's characters navigate the aftermath and seek to rectify their perceived shortcomings in the realm of ethics.
It doesn't sound like the consequences are going to
Are
be
dire.
that dire. If
I love
we
the
don't pass.
I love the idea of it being like you get a certificate and like you can like when you're going to get jobs be like I got my certificate in ethics. You can believe me and know that I will take care of your things and make sure I return everything as I said I would.
Or like your character's constantly trying to network, and so like you're just like worried.
Show us your certificate.
Yeah, could you add me on Chain LinkedIn?
Yeah. Or what's the D&D version of LinkedIn?
That's it. Chain LinkedIn.
Chain LinkedIn. Ah!
Oh, you got it.
I'm such a fool.
All right.
All right. So I asked Alex, just final question, to give us a recap of everything we discussed today. So we'll see how he does.
Sometimes this does not work.
Yeah.
Here's a brief recap of the key elements we've discussed for your D&D one-shot adventure featuring Thrain, Tharvok, and Grinna at Arcanum Academy of Adventurers. Setting: the adventure takes place at Arcanum Academy of Adventurers, a prestigious university specializing in adventuring ethics and training for aspiring adventurers. Characters: your 3 players, Thrain Stonewind, a Goliath bard, Tharvok Stormrider, a tiefling sorcerer possessed by S5E1, and Grinna Stoneheart, a peaceful orc barbarian, are college friends who've bonded over their studies in adventuring ethics. Backstory: the characters met at the academy and formed a unique bond through their shared values and experiences in the adventuring ethics class taught by Professor Eloan Dustshaper. Plot: the adventure centers around the characters' final exam in the adventuring ethics class. They'll face ethical challenges, dilemmas, and decisions that test their character and principles. Side effects: Tharvok's possession by S5E1 causes amusing daytime daydreams, leading to comedic and distracting situations. Classmates: 3 other students in the class, Lucius Blackthorn, Seraphina Nightshade, and Brom Ironfist, don't share the same favorable opinions as your characters and often clash with them. Consequences: failing the final exam could lead to academic repercussions, damage to their reputation, unresolved ethical dilemmas, and missed opportunities. However, it also offers a chance for growth and learning. With these elements in place, your D&D one-shot adventure promises to be a humorous, thought-provoking, and entertaining experience as your characters navigate the challenges of the exam and the dynamics within their class. For your D&D one-shot adventure set in Arcanum Academy of Adventurers with Thrain, Tharvok, and Grinna, you might consider naming it Ethical Escapades, The Final Exam.
Oh, yes.
This title reflects the central theme of adventuring ethics and the characters' quest to pass their final exam while encapsulating the humorous and adventurous aspects of the story.
All right, very good. Thank you, Tyler, Maddie, and Ryan, for joining us on this character creation episode of Ethical Escapades, The Final Exam. We will, next time we meet, next time we have an episode, you guys won't be here. I'm going to prepare the final exam with Alex the Language Lord and your professor, and we're going to come up with all sorts of ethical dilemmas and papers for you to write and essays to turn in. And then, after we've done that, we'll gather back together and we'll play the Ethical Escapades, the final exam.
Time to take these guys to school. Join Jason and I next time in our DM Prep, where we create Arcanum Academy of Adventurers on this season of Adventure AI Ethical Escapades, the final exam.